Well, first transmission job I did was this, but what happened, I tightened it up. I took out the slack and put just this little bit of room between it. It's about from here to here. And that leaves not much room for flexibility. And this part is right over the axle. It's supposed to bulge. So, compromise. It was good from October until I messed with it. This one here, the new job, it got smashed. I mean, the line was totally smashed because I need coil springs in my front. So the body and the chassis is like, I just now discovered that my oil pan has a dent in it from hitting the axle. So I got to get, I'm ordering right now bump stops and coil spring to prevent that from happening. Being a rough rider and all. So what I did, I went to the junkyard. See, this was the first attempt right here going to the hydraulic place, because the lines originally were metal and a segment of rubber, but not two segments of rubber. So I'm trying to get it back to almost factory, but it would do no good if I don't replace those shocks. So this is what I got from the junkyard. This is different. No, this one is different. This is somewhat different. This line here is somewhat different. Somewhat different. But I'm not going to use this rubber. I want to cut it off. I want to cut it. Then I'm going to, my first attempt is to use double compression fitting, but I think that's for two solid pipes. If not, that don't work, I have a plan B, which I plan on brazing on the slip connections, which they are barbed, almost circular fittings for once you get the hose on, hard to get them off. Still need hose clamps. And that will be a quick connect. Again, both these lines from the dealership cost like $400 something bucks. These that's about it. But I got a plan A and a plan B for this. Oh, these are somewhat different. The lines are somewhat different. This one, in fact, crosses over the oil pan in front. So, Also, I want to look for a spring to put over them to better control the pipes, the hoses. A spring coil to better control the bend and all that. I don't want to do this no more. See, another problem with it's what gonna make that oil pan leak. Good gosh, that is not what happened when I was taking it off. So I got to bend that back down. Wow. Damn, rough riding shit. But then again, it is a 19-year-old vehicle. These things would have to be replaced anyway. But shit, when it gets down like this, you got to know, where your coil's at. So how low your body's riding and all that. So you know not to do these things. It's gonna cost to be myself. I just say that. If not, I gotta ride like some girl or some shit. No more going over curves and all that. Yeah, right. I'll just fix this shit and get it to where my specs are and where it can handle me. Well, that's all for this segment. I'll be going to Home Depot and O'Reilly's shortly after I cut these. But first I'm looking over them and making sure what the plan is. So now we got the oil pan off, and I see, again, I cleaned it up a little bit, so you see the dent here. Oh, the other side, you see the dent here. This screw gave me the damn blues. I had to go buy another set of vice grips, see. These didn't work. It took these bad boys here to get it off. Let me get in the sun. I mean, my hand still hurts from that, squeezing that vice grips in so tight. This is the new bolt, which I hand tighten on. But yeah, that, I don't know what's up with that. That probably would push that up into that. Some kind of flex into the camshaft. No penetration, but it makes me want to change the way I drive a little bit, especially when, you know, a lot of these damn brake, these are springs. I mean, springs are what they are. I want to show, if possible, the exhaust. I can't see jack in this thing because the sun is behind me. But if you can see right there, this is what my eyes are, yeah. You can see that. That's where the front wheel drive differential hit the exhaust pipe. And let me see, on the other side there is, okay, it was just the engine, the motor block. Damn oil pan, I think. Oh, you kidding me? Okay. This is the part that hits. That's the part that hits the. It kills my transmission line. This right here. This axle brace. Each side got two of them. So, yeah. So I can get the springs are ordered and the bump stop. You see the bump stop is gone inside the springs. It's supposed to stick down from that round tube there. Inside of the spring. And it hits that bottom part. To keep the vehicle from going down too far. The chassis and the suspension from becoming a conflict of interest with each other. So, both sides, my bump stops are gone. Because the springs, again, this is system management. When one part of the system goes out, it affects other parts when you think of your vehicle like that. So, oil pan was leaking. My oil plugs are leaking. As they told me in Walmart when I got my oil change like last year. That's something I never done. I don't know about this time. Maybe next time I'll change those. But I'm also going to check out my motor mounts, my engine mounts. Those that have with you know what's happening to the oil pan. I also took out the skid plate. That's why you see that steering apparatus down hanging. But yeah, that lets me know that the engine mounts are probably compromised, because I know when it was rebuilt in the engine was rebuilt in 04, that was got a bad report on those. But I'm also, like every weekend or something, I'm just gonna buy those ball joints. See, this thing has 4 ball joints. 1, 2, 3, 4. I want to replace all those. I'm gonna get it back solid. 5. The bushings, that will be where these like brackets and things are. I'm not sure. That'll be the last place for me. You know. But
that would definitely solidify the ride like it's new again. The body bushings, where the body and the chassis come together. It's about 3 levels of putting this vehicle together. You know, your suspension is screwed on. That's why you don't ever like tow yourself with a rope or chain tied to the axle. Bad idea. You always go to the chassis, and then there's the body on top of the chassis. So like 3 levels. So when the body and the chassis come together, yeah, solid. Costs about $200 for all those rubber mounts, and that shit is everywhere. That's gonna be a job that I gotta find out where all those parts are. These ball joints was already done. I already done those. Moog. No, I didn't think I did Moog. I did something a little less. I did the reading on both of them. I couldn't see where there was difference. Moog is race car, you know, level performance equipment. So, but yeah, I'm an enthusiast of keeping my running right. I think I want to replace that lower water rated hose, and I guess I had it in there long enough to where I don't mind losing it. But okay, well, till next phase, good day.
Now we got the oil pan on. Got the oil pan on, but these 2 screws here, holes are stripped, so I'm concerned. It looks like I have a harmonic balance seal leak because there's oil crud all around there. The steering gearbox needs to be rebuilt. They got kits for that. Or I can pay what, $125 for someone else to do it. Kit costs about $50. So the only savings on that is about $70. I don't know. I still got to take it off and bring it to him. So the problem with doing that, taking it off and, you know, finding a way to take it to him, is probably going to make me just buy a kit and do it myself. But anyway, well, the oil pan somewhat clean. New bolt, the lines. There's the new, you know, the brackets and everything. And this is what kills it. This axle brace right here. In fact, it hit the, you know, the dent that was on the oil pan. Hit it. That's where the bump stop goes. It's not. They came in the mail today for some reason. I mean, surprisingly, because I just ordered it the day before. The springs should be here Monday. I can't put the bump stops in until I take the springs off. So, yeah. But yeah, here's the whole line. It's complete metal. 1, 2, and okay, another tie, and runs. This one gonna cross over the engine, and these are the lines they're gonna connect to. Yeah. So this one goes to another metal piece, and this one here, the little metal piece is like only like 3 inches long. So okay, screws into the radiator. Then this here. I don't like the fact that it rests on this sway bar here, so I'll probably just bend this up a little bit or distort it a little bit. That's about it. I put the gasket maker on the, because I ran out of neoprene. So I put the gasket maker on yesterday, so hopefully that is a good substitute. What else I found out since I've been underneath my Jeep? Oh, yeah, the dent over here was from this. This here, when I'm going to 4-wheel drive, because of the little weather we have, the little ice weather we have, I get this vibration. I just figured out what that is. That's this. See how it rubs against the body? So I'm thinking the universal joint here is out. What will cause that vibration? What would allow that vibration, shall I say? This thing here is not. It's like it's going to be in motion to figure this out. Figure that out. I'm concerned with the gasket back there. It was kind of uncertainty that it landed in the right place. Because that adhesion didn't take that I did put on. To hold the gasket in place. So here is the bump stop right here. I believe this is a lifesaver. This little piece of rubber here. Yeah, this is what's needed. That's what's over there. Kind of ate up. That's what's not over here. I hope that's the right size. It looked kind of small, but hey, I could be wrong. And here's the transmission connector I was waiting for. See how my legs getting all that sunshine? Serious tan line. My feet look like palm of my hands compared to a brown leg. So let me finish up today, put my skid plate back on, and hope to find some remedy for these strip bolts on this mount, on this motor, this oil pan. That's it. That's it. That's it. Should be no more than an hour today. Since I had a drink last night. I mean, I had 16 ounce coconut vodka straight. I was trying to wind myself down. So today is an effing drag, man. I'm talking shit. I didn't know nothing about this. Late I met. She asked me about it. Have you ever experienced that drag? That next day you have such a drag after you drunk? I'm like, I knew nothing about it until she told me. I don't know if I should thank her or cuss her out for that. Annette Whiteside. That's who did it. I remember you just for that. But oh well. Let me get to work. To the next phase. Well, I was able to find a remedy to these bolts. I found, as you see the difference between the two bolts, I found two that fit tight, surprisingly. So, great. But this is the finished results. There's the lines. Now when I take this down from the, this is, the body's going to drop down very close to that, to the suspension, because I got the suspension kind of, lifted, so I don't like this. Yeah. Gotta put this back on, and then I'll put the plate back on, and I'll be done. That's my little music system right there. Trying not to, well, I'm not going to cut it off, but yeah, this is the absolute complete job. Okay, the skid plate is back on. That's how the lines look as they run through. This is from the harmonic balance. Yeah. But look at that. Look at the close proximity of the transmission line holder and the axle brace So I'm guessing the axle, the springs when they come, they're gonna actually lift the vehicle up some. Which, when you get a lift kit, it comes with spacers and all that. Springs are not the primary. It's far from the primary. It's from the suspensions, a suspension lift. But I'm guessing there should be some noticeable difference. Because again, it's a spring. It's going to compress a little bit. But hey, that'd be an experience. That's my tools, and just start wiping them down. Because you never know when you have to touch your tools. I keep them clean. I didn't know I had the spring compressors already. Again, I'm not looking forward to that. That's going to be a bitch of a job. Bitch of a job, son. But I got a 1-inch socket in the back, which bigger the socket, the torque changes. So bigger the socket wrench, the less the torque. Yeah, finally get a look at me. Kind of wearing a work with. Got the gloves on. My hair all patted down. Haven't been taking care of myself. Yeah. Let me get one of these gloves off. Yeah, that's the oil. 1/4 transmission fluid because that's what all they had. Well, until next time. There she is working. There's the transmission line one, there's the other. Everything's dry. See a little smoke on the exhaust pipe because I was grabbing it to move around on my roller thingy, and don't see any leak. Oh, can't wait till I paint this thing. I think that's the conclusion to this. I need more transmission fluid. Walmart was out, so I don't want to go pay $6 a bottle around here, so I'm just going to wait till I get back up there. Well, the fat lady singing now, the train. I'm going to have to, this is it.